and mute y'all. So if you guys do want to turn on your own music or anything like that, you're welcome to. And let's just begin lying down on our backs. Let's go ahead and just lie down on your back. Okay. As you lie down, you can just take a moment and move any way that feels good. Maybe you stretch your arms long, legs long, maybe you windshield wiper your knees a couple times side to side. And then let's come into constructive rest pose. So feet wide, feet on the ground with your knees bent, feet wide, and then let your knees fall in towards one another. And invitation to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And just close your eyes. Take these first few moments to just really fully arrive on your yoga mat. And just in your body. So really feel into whatever's going on physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally. Just notice what's happening. Notice what's present. And let's start with a breathwork exercise, pranayama exercise. And we'll do today equal ratio breathing, or box breathing, it's sometimes called. So it'll be a 6-second inhale. We'll hold in fullness for 6 seconds, 6-second exhale, and then hold in emptiness for 6 seconds. And we'll do that 5 times. I'm going to cue us and count for us for 3 rounds, and then the last 2 rounds you'll just do on your own in your own head. So start by just exhaling, emptying out. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold empty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold empty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold empty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. 2 more rounds, just like that. After you've completed your 2 more rounds, just take a great big inhale. Get as full as you can. And then open your mouth and great big sigh, let it out. Do that one more time. Big inhalation, fill up. As full as you can get with your breath. Hold. And then open your mouth, great big sigh, release, let it out. And then if you want, you can start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. Or if you prefer not to use Ujjayi in your restorative practice, that's okay. Totally fine, but just breathe a little bit deeper and a little bit more intentionally than you do just in your everyday life when you're not paying attention to your breath. So just deepen your breath, make it bigger, more spacious, slower. And then go ahead and as you deepen your breath, let's just draw our knees up towards our belly. So lift your feet off the ground and hug your knees in gently. Take a little rock from side to side for a moment. Give your low back a nice little massage. If you want, you can keep your knees together. If you want, you can start to move your knees in different directions. Maybe you grab hold of your kneecaps and just kind of draw hearts with your knees or circle them, just different directions at different times. So getting more into your hips just a bit. And then from this place, let's go into a supine spinal twist. Keep your right knee drawing in and extend your left leg out long. Set it down. And then extend your right arm out to the right and roll over onto your left side. So you can kind of scooch around if you need to. Move your hips around if you need to so that this feels like it's pretty sustainable. Your heart stays square towards the sky, nice and open. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. And just send your breath all the way down into your belly and your low back. And we'll be here for about 5 to 7 breaths. You can use your left hand if you want to. Bring it to the outside of your right thigh and apply just a little bit of gentle pressure. Or you don't have to use your left hand at all. You can just let your left arm rest. Just stay soft through your face, soft through your jaw. Just every exhalation, let your body relax a little bit more and let go a little bit more. Nothing is forceful or aggressive. It's nice and soft, big, spacious breaths. Good job, you guys. And then end of your next exhale, just make your way back onto your spine, so just back to center. Kind of scoot your hips if you need to, so they're straight down from your shoulders. And hug your right knee up towards your right armpit for a moment. So hands around the front of your right shin. Give your knee a big squeeze in and up. And then let's turn it into a half happy baby. So grab hold of your right foot. Hold down with your right arm as you press up through your right heel. Flex your toes back and active. And as best you can, try to keep your spine nice and neutral. Imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Good. Take one more deep breath as you pull down with the strength in your right arm. Flex your right toes back and active. And then from this place, bend your left knee so your left foot is on the ground. Figure 4. So just bring your outer right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Figure 4 or supine pigeon. So left foot can stay down. Or if you want to, lift your left foot and grab hold behind your left thigh. And just gently pull in with your arms, a little bit of resistance with your legs. So rather than just rounding your back and pulling your legs towards your upper body, you want to keep your spine as neutral as possible. Pull in with your arms, but resist with your legs so you're actually stabilizing as you stretch. Keep that flexion in your right toes and keep your right ankles strong. We'll take about 5 to 7 breaths here. You can rock your legs a little bit side to side if you want to. Just imagine your breath flowing all the way down into your right hip, creating space there, softening the muscle. Take about 3 more rounds. And then if you do have your left foot lifted, set your left foot back on the ground with your knee bent. And extend your right leg straight up. You can grab hold of the back of your right thigh if you want, or you can just use the strength in your right leg to hold it there. Take a moment and just circle your ankle out. So circle it out one direction a few times. Maybe you feel those little snap, crackle, pops. Circle it out the other direction. This fullest range of motion you can find through your ankle joint. And then you choose either flex your toes or point your toes. Just make your foot active. Make your leg as straight and as strong as you can. And ever so slowly just start to lower your right leg all the way down to the ground. Like there's a lever at your right hip and it's just lowering your leg all the way down. Then eventually when your right leg is resting on the ground, no rush, but when it's resting there, draw your left knee up towards your belly. And we're going to come into our supine twist on this side. So you can kind of scoot your hips over to your left, reach your left arm out to your left, and then roll over onto your right side body. And keep your shoulders and your heart facing upwards. And gaze up or gaze over your left shoulder if you'd like. And just breathe for a moment here. Big, deep Buddha belly breaths. Soften your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids. All the way to empty with your exhalations. Take just about 3 more rounds right here. And then very end of your next exhale, ease your way back to center. Just gonna scoot your hips back in alignment so they're straight down from your shoulders. Keep your right leg extended and just hug your left knee up towards your left armpit. Give it that nice big squeeze, hands around the front of your shin if possible. So squeeze your knee in, up and out towards your armpit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then eventually turn this into a half happy baby. So grab hold of your left foot. Sole of your foot faces up, pull down with the strength in your arm, press up through your heel, keep a nice neutral spine. Imagine that heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh. Good job. Couple more breaths, just like this, half happy baby. And then your right leg, the one that's extended, slide your foot in. So your knee is bent, foot is on the ground. Bring the outside of your left ankle to the top of your right thigh, coming into your figure four, your supine pigeon variation. So right foot can stay on the ground if you prefer. If you'd like, you can lift your right foot up, grab hold behind your right thigh, and gently pull in with your arm strength, but little resistance with your leg strength. So your intention is to keep your nice neutral spine. You can flex through your left toes, keep your left ankle nice and strong. And if you want to, you can rock just gently side to side a little bit. And take just a couple more breaths or so. Send your breath, visualize it moving down into your left hip. Good job, you guys. If you do have your right foot lifted off the ground, go ahead and just set it back down. And then extend your left leg straight up, either grabbing hold of the back of your left thigh now, or just use the strength in your left leg to hold it there. And start those circles with your ankle. So circle it out, find the fullest range of motion you can through your left ankle joint. And then after a few one direction, switch it up, take a few in the other direction. And eventually, either choose to flex or point your toes. Make your left leg as long and as strong as you can. And then keeping it long and strong, just super slowly lower it all the way down. Super, super slowly all the way down. And eventually it rests on the ground. Once it's resting on the ground, take your right leg out next to your left leg this time. Take your arms overhead. Full body stretch. So reach, lengthen, lengthen. Maybe you reach through one side, one arm, and then the other arm. Just kind of back and forth a little bit. Take one more big inhale, reach long. And then exhale, hug both of your knees in, take a little rock. Knees can stay together, come apart, you choose what feels best. All right, let's make our way up into a seated position. So however you want to come into a seat, just find your way there. And once you are seated, we're going to work with a forward fold in Baddha Konasana or cobbler's pose. So bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees open wide. And if when you bring your feet close to your body, you feel like you're going to fall backwards and you're leaning back, then just bring your feet a little further away from you or sit up on a pillow or a blanket. So sit up nice and tall, grab hold of the front of your shins or the front of your ankles. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, leading with your heart, start to fold forward. So reach your heart forward as far as you can. And then when you can't go any further, you can just let your upper back round, let your neck relax. And if you want to now, you can crawl your hands forward on the ground in front of you. So just reaching gently through your fingertips. Keep pressing the soles of your feet firmly together. Keep sticking your butt out behind you. And try to lengthen through your low back. You can round through your upper back. Be here for about 5 more rounds of breath. And just each breath, see if you can soften a little bit more. So inhale, create space. And exhale to soften. Soften your face and your jaw. Send your last couple of breaths all the way down into your hips. Bottom of your next exhale, start to find your way back upright. So you can just roll, or if you want, you can reverse swan dive, kind of leading with your heart, whatever feels best. Eventually, sit up nice and tall. And we're just going to come into a twist. So lift your right knee, kind of slide your left knee over. So your left heel is next to your right butt cheek now. And then step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. So right foot outside of left thigh, hug your knee in, get really tall through your spine. Take your right arm up, breathe in, and then as you exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you. Try not to lean back on your hand, but just use your hands to help you sit up really tall. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. And just send your breath all the way down into your belly. Be here for about 2 or 3 more deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Bottom of your next exhale, unwind your upper body. Take your hands off the left edge of your mat and just take a little bow. So let your back round, let your right butt cheek lift off the ground if that's what naturally happens. Deep breaths down into your low back. And then sit up again, lift back up. And pick up your right foot, bring your hands behind your right thigh. So you're just kind of holding your right leg in your hands behind your thigh. And see if you can, for a moment, just straighten your leg, straighten it out, and bend it. Straighten it, bend it. Do that a few times. Get it as straight as you can, and let it bend. Straighten, bend. Just squeezing those stabilizer muscles around your knee as you straighten. Squeezing your quad muscle as you straighten. Good job. And then let that go. Take both legs forward out in front of you. And let's see, let's just bring the sole of our left foot now to our right inner thigh. So if you want to, you can kind of shake out your legs for a moment and then sole of your left foot to right inner thigh. So your right leg will now be extended. And square your upper body towards your extended leg rather than being open to the side, square forward. Your right toe should face straight up, flexing back and active. So get nice and tall, reach your arms up, inhale here. And as you exhale, try to reach your butt back as you reach your heart forward. Eventually, just bring your hands to grab your right foot or your right ankle or your right shin as far as you can reach. Pull your right butt cheek back and keep reaching your heart further forward. Keep breathing all the way down into your low back, your low belly. All the way to emptiness with your exhales. Take about 4 or 5 breaths here in this fold. And it doesn't have to be as deep as you've ever gone in your life. Be a little softer. Keep pressing the sole of your foot into your leg and your leg back into the sole of your foot. Good job, you guys. Last couple rounds. And then ever so slowly, let's roll up one vertebra at a time. So super slowly, bring it all the way back up. Your head is the very last thing to lift. Once your head lifts, pick up your left foot now. Bend your right knee, right heel towards your left butt cheek. Step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Hug your left knee. Sit up tall. Take your left arm up. Breathe in here. And then exhale, twist, left hand comes down behind you. And again, try not to lean back on your hand, but instead use it just to help you sit up really nice and tall. And if there's some way you want to work it with your right arm, feel free. Gaze back over your left shoulder, perhaps. Just take big, deep Buddha belly breaths. Just 2 or 3 more right here. And then bottom of your next exhale, unwind your upper body. Lift your left foot and grab hold behind your left thigh. So you're holding your thigh. You could even just hold it like this, however works. And then a few times straighten and bend. If you can't get it all the way straight, that's okay. Just get as straight as you can. Straighten it out. Squeeze those muscles around your knees. Squeeze your quad muscle. Straighten and bend a few times. Good. And you can kind of be leaning back as you do this. All right, one last time, and then let that go. Just take both legs forward again. And if you want, kind of shake them out, or maybe give them a little love pounding. Sole of your right foot now to your left inner thigh. So just like tree pose, but sitting on the ground. And keep your hips square towards your extended leg, or I shouldn't say your hips because this right hip is obviously open, but your upper body square towards your extended leg. Left toes face up and flex back. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. And then as you exhale, reach your butt back, reach your heart forward, and come into your fold. So eventually you can let your upper back round, but try to keep your low back as long as possible. Try to keep sticking your left butt cheek out behind you. You can grab your toes or your ankle or your shins, wherever you can reach. This doesn't have to be forceful. Make it a little softer, a little sweeter than usual. And just use each breath to create space and to melt into the pose and melt around the pose. Take about 4 or 5 more rounds right here. Every exhalation, something softens. Good job, friends. Last couple rounds. And then roll up. Super slowly roll it up one vertebra at a time. Head comes up very last. And once your head lifts up, take your right leg out. And we'll take just a regular seated forward bend. So if it's helpful, you can sit up on a pillow, blanket, bolster. You could also bend your knees as much as you need to. So again, try not to be rolling backwards, but sit up tall. Get on the front edge of your sit bones as best you can. Reach your arms to the sky, breathe in. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, coming into a forward fold. This does not have to be the deepest forward fold you've ever done. You don't have to push it to your edge. Just let your body kind of soften and relax in it. Keep both sets of toes facing up. And again, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. We'll take just about 3 to 5 more breaths right here. And end of your next exhale. Let's take a super slow roll up again. So just one vertebra at a time, roll it up. And once you're sitting up tall, bring your hands behind you, bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent, feet nice and wide, mat width distance apart. And just side to side, windshield wiper your knees back and forth a few times. Go slow so you can really feel into your hips, feel into your low back. Nice job, everybody. Finish the round, turn on, and then take one more. And then let that go. We're going to transition now onto our hands and our knees. So however you want to make that transition, come onto your hands and your knees. Once you're there, start to work through cat-cows, or if there's any other movement that's calling to you, feel free to take that intuitive movement as well. Just feeling into your spine, into your shoulders, your hips, front body, back body. Just very mindful movement. Let's start to make our way just back to a nice neutral spine. And keeping your knees at least hips width distance apart. Take your right arm out and reach it all the way up. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. So reach through and then come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head, just gently. Any way you want to work this pose, we'll be here for about 6 or 7 breaths. Breathe into your back body a lot. Soft face, soft jaw. About 2 or 3 more breaths. And if you do have your left hand lifted, set your left hand back on the ground. On an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it all the way out and up, open up. And then right hand comes down. Just for a moment before we take the other side, let's take down dog. So tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips, and just make this down dog feel good. Use it to stretch and lengthen. You can pedal out your heels. You can give your head a little shake or a little nod. And the connection to your strong core. Feel your core lifting you up out of your arms, out of your wrists. Take one more great big inhale. And then exhale, just gently set your knees back down. Make sure again that they're at least 6 foot distance apart. Take your left arm out, reach it all the way up, breathe in. And then exhale to thread your left arm through. Gently rest down outside of your shoulder and head on the ground. Work it however you want to on this side. Just make sure your breath is right there with you. If you can feel your inhales, especially in your back body, back of your heart, back ribs, low back. And all the way to empty every single time with your exhalation. Two or three more rounds here. And then if you do have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back to the earth. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out, reach it up. Set your left hand down. And one more time, downward facing dog. Just a nice stretch in your down dog. Any little bits and pieces of movement or exploration. So even if you wanted to reach one leg up and then the other leg, go for it. And then come back to your hands and your knees. And sit back into a child's pose. Knees can be wide or together or anywhere in between. Just sit back and rest. Breathe into your low belly, your low back. Breathe into your hips and your pelvis. And next time you inhale, rise back up into tabletop. Just come into a comfortable seat for a moment. So whatever that means, whatever that looks like for you, you're welcome to sit up on top of something, a bolster, pillow, blanket. Just comfortable seat. We'll do just a little bit of neck work. So sitting up nice and tall, let your shoulders just relax down away from your ears. And let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. And really, it doesn't matter which ear, just as long as you get both sides. So take a couple breaths here. And if you want, you can take your hand up to the outside of your head and just apply the most gentle leverage. So pressing hand into head, head back into hand. Just an option, you don't have to take it. And then as you're ready, just with your arms down to your sides or hands resting in your lap, bring your chin now forward towards your chest, chin to chest. And just draw little baby smiley faces with the crown of your head for a moment here. Back and forth. Nice and easy, gentle. And then eventually either bring your left ear to your left shoulder or opposite ear, the other one that you didn't already do. The head just goes to the other side. Keep both shoulders relaxed. Keep your face soft. And if you want, you can take your hand up to the outside of your head again. It's that most gentle pressure, hand into head, head presses back into hand. Just keep sitting as tall as you can. Good job. Last couple of rounds here. And then just like we did before, arms relax down, chin to chest. Draw those little smiley faces once again, or if you want to, you can take full circles. Just be very careful, very aware as you take your head back. You don't just collapse it back, you extend back. Good job, friends. And then eventually just come back to center so your head stacks right over your spine. Keep sitting up tall. Take your arms out to both sides and then reach all the way up. Inhale here. As you exhale, eagle arms, left elbow underneath right elbow. Wrap your arms together. If this is too much, you can grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Otherwise, with your arms wrapped together, see if you can start to lift your elbows up away from your chest just a little bit. Breathe into the back of your heart, that space in between your shoulder blades. Take about 3 more deep breaths right here. Bottom of your next exhalation, let your arms come apart. For a moment, just shake out your arms, shaky, shake, shaky, shake. And then reach your arms out and all the way up again. Inhale. And exhale, other side. So I believe this time it's right underneath left. Right elbow underneath left elbow. If you need to, just grab the backs of your shoulders, that's fine. Otherwise, wrap your arms together. Lift your elbows up away from your chest as much as you can. Breathe into the back of your heart space. And close your eyes, or you might gaze right through your arms. Couple more breaths. And slowly, bottom of your next exhale, let that go. Let your arms come apart. One more time, just give them that nice little shaky shake. And we'll find our way all the way down onto our backs once again. So just ease your way on down. Once you're there, hug your knees in, take a little rock side to side. And we'll finish up with a gentle heart opener, bridge pose. So we're going to start with just pelvic tilts. So feet on the ground, knees bent, all of your toes face forward, feet hips width distance apart. Ankles and heels come straight down from your knees. Exhale, pull your belly button down and scoop just your tailbone up. So just that little movement. And inhale, press your tailbone down, lift your low back up. Exhale, pull belly button down, scoop tailbone up. Inhale, press your tailbone down, low back lifts. And do that just a few more times, these little pelvic tilts. Exhale, it's a posterior pelvic tilt. Inhale, it's an anterior pelvic tilt. It's not a big movement, it's pretty subtle. But you definitely can feel the difference. And then next time you exhale, scoop your tailbone up. Inhale, peel your spine up, coming into your full bridge. We'll hold our bridge for about 5 to 7 rounds. If you want to make it restorative using a block underneath your sacrum, please feel free. I'm going to kind of work my shoulders underneath me and then interlace my fingers underneath me. You can take robot arms or any other variation you want to. 5 to 7 breaths in your variation of bridge pose. Really press down through your heels and the inner edges of your feet. Press down through the back of your head. And big, spacious breaths. Nice job, you guys. Take about 3 more rounds in your bridge. And then keep your hips lifted. If your shoulders are underneath you or if there's a block underneath you, work them out from under you. Take your arms straight up, reach them up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, lift your hips. And exhale, super slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Once your spine is back on the ground, either tee out your arms or cactus your arms on the ground. Bring your feet wide, mat width distance. And side to side, a few windshield wipers, laying down. Just slow and mindful. Take your knees side to side. Keep your feet wide so that opens up space in your low back and your pelvis. After a few rounds of windshield wipers, when you feel complete with those, come back to center. Find a full happy baby. So grab your feet. Pull down with your arm strength. Press up with the strength in your legs. Keep your spine as neutral as you can. If you want to kind of rock, or if you want to extend one leg, then the other leg, or even both legs at the same time, go for it. And then from your happy baby, if there are any last little poses or stretches or movements that you'd like to take, go ahead and move through those. Eventually, just start your transition into your final relaxation into your Shavasana. As you move into your final relaxation, I'll share with you this poem by Gail Brandis. The plum you are going to eat next summer does not exist yet. Its potential lives inside a tree that you'll never see, in an orchard you'll never see. It will be touched by a certain number of water droplets before it reaches you, by certain angles of light, by a finite amount of bugs and dust and hands you will never know. The plum you are going to eat next summer will gather sugar, gather mass, will harden at its center so it can soften towards your mouth. The plum you are going to eat next summer doesn't know you exist. The plum you are going to eat next summer is growing just for you. So as we move into this new year, my friends, we really have no idea what it has in store for us. If you think back to the beginning of this year, where you were, where you are now. Probably most of you, there's been a lot of change or transition. It's very possible that you would have never imagined yourself in this situation where you are now at the beginning of the year. So it's helpful to set intentions or even make resolutions, set goals. But also, can you leave space just for whatever life has in store for you, rather than trying to control and trying to plan everything? Just let go and trust and surrender. I think it's David Whyte that says in a poem, "What you can plan is too small for you to live." So letting go of planning what your life looks like for the next year and just surrendering, trusting that life has got your back, that whatever is meant for you, even that plum on that tree that you've never seen, it will find you when it's time. So these last few moments, just let go and let yourself simply rest and trust and surrender. Shavasana. I wish I had more time to give you a longer Shavasana. So if you are in Shavasana and you just want to keep laying there, kind of ignore me as I'm bringing people out, that's fine. If you would like to join me, just start to wiggle your body, give yourself a couple big deep breaths. And then eventually find your way to either side, just a nurturing fetal position. And just use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. And as you come into your seat, gather your hands to your own heart. Prayer hands are one palm stacked over the other. And just bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself, not only for showing up today, but for showing up this whole entire year, week after week, again and again, to do your practice, to connect to yourself, to connect to your body, to connect to your breath, over and over, to come back to you. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All righty, my friends. Good work, everybody.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Katie.
So welcome. Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year, I guess.
Happy New Year.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.